Once upon a time, on a small island in Portugal, a boy named Cristiano Ronaldo was born in the humble town of Funchal, Madeira. His father worked as a kit man for a local football club, and his mother did everything she could to support her family. Little did they know their youngest son would grow up to be one of the greatest footballers the world had ever seen. From an early age, Cristiano had an extraordinary passion for football. He wasn't like the other kids. He didn't just play football for fun, he played with fire in his heart. At just 8 years old, Ronaldo joined his first football team, Madeira, a small club where his father worked. While the other boys played casually, Cristiano trained as if his life depended on it. His drive and talent were impossible to ignore, and by the time he was 12, he had a dream: to become the best footballer in the world. But this dream wasn't without sacrifice. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo left his home, his family, and his friends to join the Sporting Lisbon Academy on the mainland. It was a decision that would shape the rest of his life. For a young boy, moving to a big city all alone was frightening. The homesickness hit hard, and he was teased for his Madeiran accent. But Ronaldo didn't give up. He knew that greatness required sacrifice, and he was willing to endure anything to achieve his goal. At Sporting Lisbon, Ronaldo's talent quickly stood out. His speed, his skill with the ball, and his sheer determination to win caught the eye of many scouts. At just 16 years old, Ronaldo was promoted to the first team, a rare feat for someone so young. And then, during a preseason match against Manchester United, something magical happened. The young Ronaldo dazzled the field with his footwork, leaving the Manchester United defenders chasing shadows. After the match, the Manchester United players couldn't stop talking about the young Portuguese boy. Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary manager of Manchester United, had seen enough. He made up his mind right there and then: Cristiano Ronaldo was coming to England. In 2003, at the age of 18, Ronaldo signed with Manchester United. It was his first big step onto the world stage. But with it came enormous pressure. The young boy from Madeira now had to prove himself on one of the biggest football stages in the world. And prove himself he did. Ronaldo quickly became known for his lightning-fast footwork, his powerful shots, and his hunger to win. But it wasn't always easy. His early days at Manchester United were marked by criticism. Many believed he was just a show-off, a flashy player with too many tricks and not enough substance. But Ronaldo was determined to silence the doubters. He spent countless hours training, running faster, kicking harder, and sharpening his skills. Slowly but surely, his performances on the pitch began to speak for themselves. By the time he was 23, Ronaldo had won his first Ballon d'Or, an award given to the best football player in the world. He had achieved what many thought was impossible. But for Ronaldo, this was just the beginning. In 2009, Ronaldo took a monumental leap in his career. He signed with Real Madrid for a then-record transfer fee of 94 million euros, making him the most expensive player in football history. The pressure was immense, but for Ronaldo, pressure was nothing new. He thrived under it. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo became more than just a footballer. He became a global icon. His rivalry with Lionel Messi pushed him to new heights, and the two battled for supremacy on the world stage for years. But Ronaldo's achievements at Madrid were unparalleled. He won 4 Champions League titles and became the club's all-time top scorer. But perhaps most importantly, he led Real Madrid to glory with a work ethic that was second to none. While the world marveled at his achievements, Ronaldo never forgot where he came from. He often spoke about his humble beginnings and the sacrifices his family made for him. Behind the success, behind the goals, was a man who worked harder than anyone else, driven by a desire to never let his family down. But Ronaldo's journey wasn't just about football. Off the pitch, he was a family man. His relationship with his mother, Dolores, was incredibly close. She had been his biggest supporter, always pushing him to follow his dreams. And when Ronaldo became a father, he often spoke about how his children had become his greatest source of joy and motivation. As the years passed, Ronaldo's legacy continued to grow. After leaving Real Madrid, he went on to make his mark at Juventus, winning league titles and continuing to break records. And then, in a fairy tale twist, he returned to Manchester United in 2021, bringing his career full circle. Through all the highs and the lows, Ronaldo remained a symbol of perseverance. He was never the most naturally gifted player. He didn't have the magic touch of some footballing legends, but what he did have was an unmatched work ethic. He worked tirelessly, day in and day out, to perfect his game. And that is what made him extraordinary. As Cristiano Ronaldo's career continued, it wasn't just his goals or his trophies that defined him. It was his relentless pursuit of greatness. He had become more than a footballer. He was an inspiration to millions around the world. People saw in him the story of a boy who came from nothing and achieved everything, not through luck, but through sheer willpower and determination. And now, as he stands among the greatest to ever play the game, Ronaldo's legacy is set in stone. He has won league titles in England, Spain, and Italy. He has lifted the Champions League trophy multiple times and has become the top scorer in the history of the competition. He has represented his country, Portugal, on the world stage, even leading them to victory in the European Championship in 2016. But perhaps more than any trophy, it is his relentless spirit that will be remembered. For Cristiano Ronaldo, the boy from Madeira who dared to dream, the journey never truly ends. As long as there is a goal to reach, a record to break, or a challenge to overcome, Ronaldo will keep pushing forward. Because for him, greatness is not a destination, it's a journey. And that journey has inspired millions, showing us all that with hard work, belief, and unrelenting passion, even the most impossible dreams can come true.